Hey guys, I'm Vaughn and she's
Carlette.
and we're the hosts of the Let That Sink In podcast. So today we figured we'd answer a few questions, let you get to know us, get to understand our perspectives, so you feel more comfortable watching the show. Alright, so let's kick things off. First question goes to you, Carlette. Ladies first. Go ahead.
Ladies first, not younger first? Oh, then it would be you.
Yeah.
Fine. Let me pick a question. Question is, what is the best gift you have been given?
The best gift you've ever been given.
Easy one, a beautiful baby boy.
I mean, come on. Come on.
But it is.
That doesn't count. Motherhood, come on. Do better than that. Something superficial. Let the rest of us who, don't have children. Well, even though I do have children. But still, just say.
As corny as it is, I love it when I get flowers on my birthday. And people don't really send flowers anymore except to a romantic interest. But when I get flowers from a friend, it really just makes my day.
Alright.
I'm a simple girl.
Alright, Carlette likes flowers, so if you feel like getting on our good side, send her some flowers. You know what I'm saying? What's your Instagram?
Or better yet, plants. Because flowers die.
That is true.
Talk about that. Your turn,
Hey.
quick.
Alright, next question. Here we go. If you could go back in time, what year would you travel to?
Mm-hmm.
I would travel to the year 2000, as that was lower sixth form, and that was the most fun year. I mean, we never go to school to learn. Who goes to school to learn? You go to school for I go with a bridge and never have the best.
What school?
Wilma's boys' school. It's where the
man.
heroes circle. So you must know that is the best school in the history of our
Right,
university.
sure.
No,
the
that
best
unknown.
school that kids don't go to school to learn that. We're just saying. We're just putting it out there.
I'm just saying. Yes, and look how I turned out, kids.
Yeah, let's
I'm
move
just saying,
along.
hosted my own podcast and everything.
An accomplishment. Okay, here is my question. What high school did you go to and how do you feel about it? Okay.
I mean, we all can't go to Wilma's, but
No,
There
we
you go.
can't. Some of us can go to a school of academic excellence and perhaps not so much moral excellence. I don't know. No, I shouldn't say that about my alma mater because Campion was great. I went to Campion College, but yeah, we also got a little. Let's just not talk about that. Next question.
Alright, so Principal of Campion, maybe you have some things to talk to Carlette
No.
about. I don't know what was going on when she was there. I'm just saying.
Next question. Let's move along. Let's
Alright,
move along.
okay.
This is revealing too much.
Alright. If money was no object, what would you do all day?
Ooh, I like that one.
If money was no object, I'd travel the world, going to all the water parks all around the world and sliding on every last one of them until I couldn't do anything else for the rest of the day. Find the best restaurants to eat food. So I'd spend the day sliding on the water slide and in the evening going to the best restaurants in the world because, that sounds like a good life to me. A life well lived. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't
Right?
see that one coming. So you
Right.
want to have pruny fingers. That's your goal in life.
I mean,
Pruny fingers.
When I'm not watching the Let That Sink In podcast.
Right. Good plug, good plug, good plug. All right. Here is another question. Listen, if this one is too revealing, we're... Aww. Who is your hero?
Who's a hero?
That's another hard one because obviously I want to say my dad because he's really strong and independent and all of that. And he's one of. And then I look at people like Mahatma Gandhi. When I read his book, it transformed my life. His autobiography. I approach life different having read that book. So in terms of the big
Picture.
yeah, that would be Mahatma Gandhi. But then there are so many people that I'm just so proud of that have influenced my life along the way. So I don't have one hero. I'm blessed to have many, many heroes.
Alright, so Gandhi and then so many more, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good, as far as picks go, that's a really good one. I
Yes.
mean, no argument here. If I say I don't like it, I sound like I'm anti-peace. So, I'm not gonna do that. Dip
Chris,
again.
you won't see me walking around in sandals and one suit of clothes and slapping myself, but yeah.
Whole different lifestyle. That's like levels. There's levels.
Yeah.
That's level 1,000. You stick to level like 100 or something like
Yeah.
that.
Good for you. Okay.
Alright, question number 2. What is my biggest fear?
Ooh. Getting home without the milk. You know that we only have a limited time, right?
Give me a chance. My brain, the wheels are turning. I just need to. Alright, so I think my biggest fear is, it sounds philosophical and weird and stuff, but I think my biggest fear is wasting my potential. Meaning like you have all this energy and all these things that you want to do and then not doing them. I think I'm afraid of doing that. I mean, that, and you know, maybe a lizard here and there. I mean, then again, I'm not really afraid of them, I just don't like them. I'm not afraid of lizards, alright? So I'm saying, I just don't like them. We just don't agree and get along. But back to the potential thing. So, yeah, wasting my potential. I don't want to waste my potential. I want to make sure I use up. When I go back to God, He's going to be like, why? You use up the whole thing. Alright, that's good, go. Come in.
You know you're a man, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I am.
I know someone who was playing with some really big lizards recently.
Look, don't judge me, alright? Like I said, I'm not afraid of them. I'm just saying, if I'm over here and a lizard is over there, I'm going to leave the room. Let him have the room. He might do something, so I'm going to just love him. I'm not
your
rude.
host?
I'm not rude. I'm not going to disturb him.
Host?
I'm a good host, is what I am. Is what I am. I'm a good host. See,
So,
I learned manners. I have
The
manners.
best gift that Vaughn needs to get is a cat. That's what he needs. Cats will take care of business. But you know, lizards are good because they eat mosquitoes.
Not really, to be honest, I might upset lots of people. I'm not really an animal person. I'm more of a plant person. I like plants. Like you just feed them, you water them stay in one place, don't mess up the place, don't like plants. Plants.
I'm an animal person. I love animals. Plants don't seem to live long around me, but animals just live until you sun them. It's just so great.
No comment.
Moving swiftly along, what is the worst gift you've received? I've never had a worst gift. I mean, every gift is a nice. It may not be what you want, but it's
put
great.
aside, everybody knows you're all nice and all decent, all right.
I
Like
know.
put aside all that. Talk the things. Who gave you the worst gift? Talk the things. I'm calling names, looking at the camera and be like, you. Why would you do that? Do you hate me? Are you a bad person? I think you're a bad person.
Let
Who
me
gives
tell
a gift like that? You know what I mean?
The problem with gift giving is that it's not that the gift is bad, but maybe it's thoughtless or off the wrong track, you know. So, but I still appreciate the fact that the person tried to give me a gift. So.
No. Yeah, you can't. I mean, like, how can I?
I have a question for
appreciate
you.
the fact that you gave
Do
me
you
a bad-
re-gift? You get a gift and re-gift?
I would do that.
Okay.
I'm for that. I'm for
Are you
that.
offended if other people re-gift your gift?
No, not really. Once I give it to you, it's
You
yours.
can. Thank you.
What you want to do with it
Thank
after
you.
that,
Thank you.
I'm not going to take it personal unless like I've stood in line for like 4 hours. And then they just give it to somebody else that, you know, we'll go fight. Not going to work.
So, you know, I'm simple, you know, black and, you know, not too fussy. And then people might want to be nice to me and give me a gift of like a multicolored handbag. And one, we have a handbag and 2, black is my thing. So it's not that it's a bad gift because when I re-gifted it, the person who got it thought it was really awesome and that looked really good.
There you go. Yeah, I just thought that's
wasn't
just
for me.
being really smart.
Yes.
You know, learning how to adapt to new situations
Yes.
is what you need to be in these COVID times. And I take it from Carlette. If you live hand you lemons or a bad handbag, you make things.
You know,
yeah,
some people
man.
say there's no such thing as a bad handbag, but go ahead. Dip. We got a couple questions to go.
Alright, let's go. What was your first job? Alright.
Job. I didn't see that coming. Never.
It's not that. You see me looking up in the sky. It wasn't that long ago. All right. It was like, yeah. All right. So I guess technically my first proper job where I got like a salary and all that stuff was at the Observer. I was a reporter on the crime desk at the Observer newspaper. I worked there for almost 3 years. Great experience. Went all over the country, saw different things, met whole heap of different people.
Yes.
It was a great job. It was a great experience.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I recommend it.
How old were you?
Wow. Ooh. I'm going to say 21. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. So you didn't start working until you were 21 years old.
Yeah. That sound right.
So did you
That
have
sounds
a job, a non-paying job before you were 21?
No, I think, well, when I was at UE, I worked in a library for a little while. You know, it's kind of like a part-time thing. And, you know, I mean, I don't know if it was like a job, but I helped out, and I got a little something. So, qualified, right? But it wasn't really like a job. You know, I couldn't put it down like my resume, but yeah.
So I started working at 4. I had my first
Hold on. So
salary
why would the like, what kind of hype thing is like? Yeah, but just be like, so you started working at 21? Well, I started
21
working at 4.
is old. I mean,
I started working at 4. You know,
21
because
I moved out already and all of these things.
okay. That's your question. Yeah, but you know, on second thought, I think people want to know what you were doing at 4. Let's
Packing
not.
shelves at a supermarket. I
And
worked
then-
for chocolate. I worked my first summer job, which is a full-time job that I got paid for during the summer. I started at 15 or 16, one of them.
Sounds like child labor, but hey, whatever.
No, it was good working experience. So by the time I started, I was good.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to pull another question. Do you collect anything other than bills?
I mean, we all collect those. I mean, if that was the thing, like, I mean, some of us have great collections, you know what I mean? Like, hey.
I collect tech. I have a serious tech addiction and I collect all things.
I can vouch
tech.
for that. This woman has a problem, alright? Hey. No judgment, but I'm just saying,
My tech helps
if-
people.
you know, some people, you know, would run out and spend their money on clothes and shoes, and I like, Carlette, gonna be like, what's the next thing
Not
Apple
my
job?
clothes, definitely not my hair, not my nails. Tech.
Anything tech, like, can't resist it, can't help ourselves. But hey, you know what I mean? It could be worse. She could be out there having and doing all kind of things. She collects tech. You know what I mean? She could be collecting bodies or hiding things. Yeah, I'm just saying. Could be worse.
Pick a question, please.
There are worse things to collect.
Yes, they are.
I think we're down to our last, what, 3? Okay.
Okay.
Wow, alright. If you could share a meal with any 4 individuals, living or dead, who would they be? This is hard. Alright.
Limiting it to 4 is hard.
Yeah, well, getting the 4 might be a thing for me. But alright, number 1, garnet silk, because garnet silk, I mean, I don't know if you know, but I'm a Rasta, so, you know, yes, so me and garnet would have to talk a whole heap about Rastafarian related things and so on and so forth and so, yeah, so garnet silk is number 1. Oh, wow. I don't mind. Probably Trevor Noah, we could chop it up and talk about so many things. Trevor Noah is a cool dude, so we could talk about that. Talk about all the different things, comedy, world, apart, so many things. Trevor Noah is cool. Next 2. Wow, this is difficult. This is really difficult. Probably Ronaldinho, the footballer. Yeah, definitely. He don't speak English and I don't speak Portuguese, but you know what?
Yes.
Just juggle a ball and everything will be fine.
I have tech to help you with the translation.
There we go. Thank you for that. You're so nice.
Happy to.
The last person would probably be. Wow, this is really hard.
The time is running. You need to come up with an answer.
Alright, just pick somebody from.
And you know what I find is so funny? So on Let That Sink In, we ask our guests to give us one song, one book, and something else.
Yeah.
And they take time to think, and this one's like, come on, you must have that. And here you
Well, I
are.
mean,
You're
one
being-
book, I can think of one book easily, but 4 people is pretty hard, you know what I mean? So, last person would probably be, I don't know, maybe Jeff Bezos to ask him if he could give me a loan or something. Why not?
That's an interesting list. I like it. I would have problems narrowing it down to 4. I would have like so many people on my list. All right, here we go. Here's my question. What did you want to be when you were small? Exactly what I am right now. I wanted to talk a lot and smile a lot. And that's what I do.
Mama, she made it. She reached somewhere in her life. Mission accomplished. All right, I think
and I
we
used to teach
are.
them my dolls. So I do a lot of workshops and seminars and stuff, and I help people.
I'm checking the question. I'm not even gonna. You put that down. I'm not gonna pick that up. You know. All right. Okay. Why don't I get these questions? All right. If you had a warning label, what would yours say?
I like that question.
Warning label would be like, Dilute attack a whole heap of foolishness. Don't take it personal.
That's not true.
Don't take it personal.
That's not true.
You know what I mean? Sarcasm, like would be like a percentage. Sarcasm, 99% regular guy, what? So it's mostly sarcasm, mostly acerbic comments and things like that. That's kind of my makeup. So yeah, tread carefully. If you don't like sarcasm, maybe you should avoid this guy.
Said sarcastic. But those were really interesting. Thank you for those questions.
All right, great. And hopefully you got to know us a little bit better, get to know us, and you know what I mean? Hey, feel free to drop questions in the comments if you want to. We're open books for the most part.
Yes, for the most part.
For the most part. Ask us anything you want and we'll just answer, you know what I mean? And stay tuned into the podcast. We've got lots of good stuff coming up. I'm sure you're going to enjoy all of it, you know what I mean? So, hey, support us.
Oh yeah, thanks. Don't forget to let that sink in.
Right, there we go. Bye.